Good morning, friends. It is the Cryptonian taking a look at the market, starting off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently is at 42,560. We're on the day chart here, daily chart. Let's take a closer look. Uh, if you take a look at the chart here on the daily, you can see that we came down to this level at about 41,000, pushed up, rejected at 44,000 roughly, came down to this trend line, and now we're putting in a red day, which is not surprising. We had a pretty busy past week. The daily RSI is on the weaker side. We're at 37, so we could be moving up later in the week. And the stochastics is right under the overbought area. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. If you remember, previously in my previous video, I had, let me move this up a little bit. There we go. In my previous video, I talked about the support level, this support line, and I was saying that it was starting to break, and I called for lower levels. So this white line is the support line that I was talking about, and we've been having a rally ever since 40,000, 40.8K. We had 3 touches establishing support, moved up, rejected by 44, came back down to around 42,000. Now there's a lot of support under here at 42,000, friends. A lot of support, a lot of buyers at 42,000. We moved up, couldn't quite reach the 44 again to test it, and then we just came back down. A lot of volatility here. Seems like seems like there's more trading activity, scalping, than there is, directional investors. So what happened was we came to this, back down to this trend line here, and in my previous video I called, it was starting to break it, right here, this wick, and I called for lower levels, and of course after I made the video it started pushing up again. So but of course, I just waited to see what would happen. And Bitcoin is famous for, when it breaks support, pushing right back up, because it's liquidity. You have a lot of larger players, they wait until short sellers get into position, and then they buy that up, and they push the short sellers out of their position as they move higher, and that creates liquidity for the whales, liquidity for the large players, right? Because they get afraid. They the more immature traders, they get scared. They take a short position at the break of the support, and they get scared when the price is going up, and so they have to buy back in to exit their position. And of course, that's what the bulls want, more buyers. And so what happened was we went up, retested the 30-day moving average here, and we were rejected. Now, in my last video I said, see how we're just kind of rolling over? I think it was in my last video, maybe not. How we're rolling over here on the price. And so this is a sign of weakness, and like I said, when we broke this support here, I called for a lower testing of a lower price point at 42,000 again, and possibly 41,700, where the fib line is down here. All right, the fib line. We're not there yet. We pushed up, tested the 30-day moving average. We became rejected at 42,900, or around 43,000. And then now, today, we are seeing on the 4-hour that we are starting to go negative. We are starting to lose that support line. Although, technically speaking, it is a higher low, higher than the previous low, and higher yet from the previous low. So the bull trend on the 4-hour is still intact here, still intact. and then from here we could push up here. And one thing to notice is this is a pennant. This is a pennant formation. Okay, and I guess you could call it maybe a little short bull flag right here, right? Or bull pennant, something like that. So what we need to see here for the bulls to remain in control is we need to get past this moving average here, 30-day moving average. We need to reclaim that at 42,900. Okay, 42,900 is the level we need to claim to move higher. After that, then we need to take out the 44,000 level. Now, in the previous video, I talked about a cup and handle pattern, and that's exactly what we had. But it was it ran out of steam. It was not strong enough to break out at the 44 level, 44K level. So we then came right back down and created support here. Support, in fairness, it looks like it's breaking down. So we're not in that support line anymore, but we can still make a higher low and bounce up from here. Just remains to be seen what's going to happen this week. RSI on the 4-hour is 45, just under midline, a little bit weak, but not severe. And we do see stochastics is oversold. It's getting ready to cross over at the lower boundary and start coming up. So whenever you see the stochastics down here, this is a sign, an indication that we could be seeing a pulse of strength to the upside for the bulls. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. We see a wick right here on the 4-hour. So the bulls are making an effort to push it up a little higher. It just depends on the bears, how strong the bears are today and where buying interest is for the bulls. Again, I still have to say we are in a moving average bear cloud. It's red. So I still have to say that I'm more inclined to expect a retest of the 42K area right now until I see some buying momentum come in and some strength for the bulls. So there you have it, friends. That is Bitcoin. Taking a look at the greater market here on my watch list, we have ADA. ADA currently is doing really well. Look at this on the 4-hour. What we see here is ADA came off of a bottom from about 110. We hit the 200 daily moving average, rejected, flipped 30 moving average into support. This was the time to buy right here. And I've said before, the 30-day moving average is where you want to buy in at on a reversal. Very, very strong place to buy. Very if it's going to be a bull run, you're gonna go up from there. So that's a very good place to buy, very profitable. And you can see here we went from the 30-day moving average all the way up to the 1.41 fib. Okay, and now we're trying to hang on to that. We're above the 200 daily moving average of the 4-hour, so that's bullish, very bullish. And we're trying to hang on to the what price point is that? We're trying to hang on to the $1.52 area, which is the 1.41 fib. So we are flipping the trend here a little bit. When we take a look at the macro trend, we see that we broke down below the 200 daily moving average, came all the way down to 110, and then we had this bullish momentum to bring us right back up to the same point. Now the bulls are trying to hang on to the 152 price point. We have to keep the $1.52 price point to go higher and break the neckline. Excuse me, sorry guys, to break the neckline on this. It's a greater W pattern. Let's I'm going to redo this chart a little bit so you can see. And we have a neckline from this higher area where we broke down from, going across like this. That's where the neckline is. So right now we're trying to flip that neckline and we're trying to push higher. So keep your eye on ADA. If it's strong enough, if it can hold the 152, then it's going to be going much higher. Then it's going to test the 159 and then test the 171. Okay, this could be reversing the trend a little bit here. And again, we do see a double bottom. Bottom 1, bottom 2, and then moving higher. So that is ADA. ADA is the one to watch. ADA seems to be where the focus is this morning for the altcoins, or one of the altcoins. Okay. And ADA, you know, ADA deserves it. ADA holders have not had much love lately, and so that's good news. COTI is up 5%. Why? Well, because ADA is up. Had a double bottom here, moved up, rejected at the 200 daily moving average, came down, held the 32-cent fib, and then now we're up above the 200 daily moving average on the 4-hour, which is bullish, and that is because ADA is doing well. Now we currently are seeing a red candle selling down, so be careful with ADA, or excuse me, with COTI. I wouldn't chase it right now at this point. You can see there's a lot of volatility. W bottom, big nice pulse, retreat 50%, and then a nice big bounce. Be very careful. COTI is somewhat volatile now. We do see here RSI coming down a little bit. We are currently at 61. We do have room to run up, and stochastics is currently in an uptrend, showing that there was upward impulse and an upward momentum, which makes sense because of ADA pushing higher. Will ADA hold the 152? It is right now currently. Just have to wait and see. Fear up 4%. I'm not a fan of fear. It's more or less just kind of a pumping and dumping right now. Very volatile. It's not something that I'm interested in. TRX is showing a little bit of strength, 1.77% today, and you can see that we had this downtrend, and then we went into an uptrend on the 4-hour, and currently that's where we're at, testing the 0.07 fib area here. We need to hang on to this 0.07 cents if we want to go higher, and we need to stay above the 30-day moving average. 30-day moving average on the 4 hours down here at this fib, so that's good news that we're above that right now. Although the RSI is moving a little bit higher, it looks like it's getting a little bit exhausted, and the stochastics is at the top, suggesting that we could see an impulse to the downside. So I would not be purchasing TRX right now at this time. We're going to probably see an impulse, corrective impulse coming down. We always do after we see this long, after we see a long trend of buying, a long uptrend. Nothing goes up forever in a straight line. Axie Infinity up 1%, working on a double bottom here. You see we came down, found support, bounced a little higher, double bottom, and now we're going higher. Currently Axie is trying to hang on to its gains, and right now it seems to be getting rejected at the 81.62 fib level, right? We did have a breakout. There is a breakout line. Let's see where our breakout line is. We had a breakout here at the $80.80 level, and now they're just let's see, maybe that was a little bit lower. Let's see, at the $80 level, I would say that's probably fair to say. And now Axie is trying to hold on to that, and we barely are hanging on to it, $81, and so $80 is the level to hold to move higher, and then try to attack the 200 daily moving average at the $88 price point to turn this into a bullish flip and move higher. RSI is currently at 61. We do have room to run higher, and stochastics is currently a little overbought here. It's at the 70 line. And so let's see, is that 70? Yeah, 78. 78. So we could see an impulse to the downside. So we may not hang on to this. We need to go sideways with some sideways consolidation, or we need to go higher to be able to hang on to the gains and hang on to this breakout for Axie Infinity. Rose is next. Rose showing a lot of strength, up currently 2.4% today. We see we rallied off of this. We came down, we rallied off of the bottom here, the 200 daily moving average. On the 4-hour, we went into a nice rally. We were rejected at the higher level here. Let's see where that was. That was a rejection of 59 cents. And now we came down 2 fib levels and bounced at 48 cents. And now we're trying to reclaim that 53 cent area. If we reclaim 53, then we can test 60 again. However, with the market the way it is, and this looks like a ABC correction, A, B, and then possibly C somewhere down here. C would bring us down to about 45 cents where this level is right here. So there you have it. Let's see, the RSI currently 57, so we do have room to run up on the RSI. And stochastics does look like it wants to put in an impulse to the upside, and that's currently what we're doing here now. Although after such a large run, not sure if we can hang on to that. If it starts breaking down, we're going to see people taking gains and selling, and could bring us down to this fib level here. Let's see, that would bring us, it's currently in in correction, and a golden pocket correction would be around, like I said, 40, like around 45 probably, and that would be that would coincide with the ABC correction. Yeah, 45, 46. So there you have it, friends. That is Rose, and Rose. I wouldn't be buying Rose either now at this point. I would wait for Rose to correct and come down. Elon, not a fan of this one. It's just kind of going sideways. Okay, whatever. Kai, I used to be a fan of Kai. Kai really hasn't done, big things lately, and it's lackluster, not getting much attention, not getting much love, kind of weak. GLMR, that's the new coin from the Polkadot ecosystem. It pumped really hard. Now it's just there's no real structure there, so we need to wait for more structure. Matic is showing that we came down here, made a double bottom, moved up to the let's see what it was, 237 line, rejected, tested the 219, and now we're just consolidating, trying to find direction here. Probably waiting on Bitcoin. So there you have it, friends. Those are the small gainers. ADA leading the way and COTI leading the way in the alt market right now. As far as I can see, Bitcoin 42,580. So that's where we're at. So most likely today is going to be flat. We could have a rally later in the day preparatory for tomorrow, or we could have a rally tomorrow. We'll see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching, friends. Please remember always the first rule: never lose money. And please remember, this is not investment advice. I'm just sharing with you what I'm seeing in the markets and sharing with you what I see on the charts and my opinions. Thank you for watching. Please click like. Let me know, are you in the market now? Comment in the section below. Place your comment in the comment section below. What are you buying now? What are you looking at? What altcoins, if any, are you looking at? And are you buying Bitcoin? Do you think we're going higher, or do you think we're going lower? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please remember, do not tell anyone how many coins you have, because there are scammers sometimes in the comment section. All of the YouTubers are seeing that. It's just kind of something that has become the norm. Be careful. Never give anyone your personal information. Thank you, friends. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Wishing you much love, much profits. Bye-bye.